So flavorful. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Teddy B, VaporBeast.com, aka Wizard of Vape, Director of Training and Support, and your product specialist. And today, my friends, I'm going to talk with you about the new and improved Kanger Subtank Plus. Bam! The wait is finally over! And I am pleased to present you with the Kanger Subtank Plus. Wow! This thing is the business! Alright, so it's definitely an upgrade from the previous Subtank right here. And in this video, my friends, we're going to talk with you about, or I'm going to compare the Subtank with the Subtank Plus. We're going to talk about what you'll receive, some of the cool features. We're also going to do some troubleshooting tips, and we're going to talk about why I think this is beast. So let's vape it up and get it started. Alright guys, so in my hand right here is the original Subtank, and on my beautiful Sigali 150, I love this thing, I have the Subtank Plus. So right off the bat, with the original Subtank holds 6 mils, the new Subtank Plus holds 7 mils. That's right, my friends, 7 mils! Gotta love it. And get this, if you use the OCC coil or the rebuildable base coil, you still get 7 mil capacity. Gotta love it. Next up, airflow. So on the original Kanger Subtank, you only had one portion for the airflow on one side of the base, and you had 3 settings, 1 hole, 2 holes, or 3 holes. With the Subtank Plus, you have your airflow on both sides of the base. You have one right here, you have one right here, and once again, you have 3 airflow settings. You have your small hole, your medium-sized hole, and your wide open hole for maximum vapor production. And you still get great flavor when you have it wide open. Gotta love it. With the original Subtank, now don't get me wrong, I absolutely loved it, but it was really of a nuisance when you had to like sit there and switch from your OCC coil to the rebuildable base. With the original Subtank, you see these 2 little screws right here. If you own one, I'm pretty sure you're already familiar with it. You had to unscrew this off, put on the new cap, put on the new rebuildable tank, and then instead of having 6 mils, you were converted down to 4.2 mils. That's why I really like the Subtank Plus, because whether I use the OCC coil or my rebuildable coil, I still get that 7 mil capacity. It's out of sight. Another really cool comparison is you see this drip tip on the Kanger Subtank. It has this little fin. It kind of makes the drip tip look a little bit taller, whereas on the Subtank Plus, we don't have the fin, and the drip tip is a little bit more versatile, so you can put it on other types of tanks. And this drip tip on the Subtank Plus is more of a traditional wide bore drip tip, whereas this one is just kind of like a wide drip tip. So I really like the new drip tip on the Subtank Plus. Now I want to talk with you guys about some of the cool features of the Subtank Plus. I just can't get over this tank. I love it. Alright, so some of the cool features of the Subtank Plus, I kind of already went over them when I was doing a comparison, but just for fun, I'm just going to talk about it. So, once again, Subtank Plus, 7 mil capacity, whether you're using the OCC coil or your pre-built coil on the rebuildable base, you still get that 7 mil capacity. You have a new and improved airflow, so maximum vapor production, removable stainless steel drip tip, comes with replacement glass, and also the pre-built coil is at a 0.5, and then you also get the OCC coils at a 0.5 and a 1.2, and it's really easy to build on it. Gotta love it. I love the new features of the Kanger Subtank Plus. Now I want to talk with you guys about what you will receive with your Kanger Subtank Plus. God, I love this tank. I really do. Gosh, such flavorful. Alright, so let's talk about what you guys are going to receive with the Kanger Subtank Plus. Ba-dow! So as you can see, the packaging is definitely similar to the Kanger Subtank. The way you'll know it's a plus is, it says plus, and you get 7 mils of e-liquid. Gotta love it. So when you're ready to start vaping on this bad boy, you'll just simply remove the sleeve, take your tank out, boom. Now I already have the Kanger Subtank on my Sigelei 150, but you will receive your Kanger Subtank with the pre-installed OCC coil at a 0.5. And then let's show you some of the goodies that you'll get. You'll get this nice little instruction, little dealio letting you know that you only need to do about 2 to 3 drops of e-liquid on your coil to saturate it, fill up your tank, let it sit for 30 seconds, and happy vaping. And here you have your bag of goodies. You get some spare O-rings, a pre-built coil, 2 replacement screws, and a micro Phillips screwdriver. You will receive a spare replacement glass for your tube, just in case your original glass breaks, you'll have a backup. You'll also receive 5 pieces of Japanese organic cotton. Thank you very much, Kanger. You will also receive a 1.2 OCC coil. And last but not least, you'll receive your pre-built coil at a 0.5. So you have your pre-built coil on the Kanger Subtank Plus RBA base. This bad boy is so easy to do. I'm going to show you guys right now. It's really quick, it's really simple. So let's get right in. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is you just simply take your tank off your device. What you're going to want to do is you unscrew your base. Set your tank down. I mean, you gotta love that, right? Gotta love that wide bore drip tip. Then you just simply take out your OCC coil. And what you're gonna want to do, guys, before you apply your coil on, you'll simply just screw the base on like so. And now, we now sell wick sticks here at VaporBeast.com. These are Japanese organic cotton that's pre-cut for you. Wick sticks are going to be your new best friend. I absolutely love wick sticks. And it's really easy to do this. You just simply wet one end of the cotton and simply just thread it through. Sometimes you got to talk to the coil too. See, if you talk to it, it listens. And you just simply pull your cotton through like so. With some nifty scissors that I got out of my UD rebuildable toolkit, I'll just simply cut. And then you just take your cotton, take your base, screw it back on. Boom. And now remember, this is cotton, guys, so you want to make sure we're saturating before we throw it onto our tank. So just like the instruction manual says, and just like the Wizard of Vape says, 2 to 3 drops. So 1, 2, 3, and just for fun, 4. All right. So now I got my coil all nice and saturated. I take the base, throw it back onto the Subtank, the Subtank Plus, I should say. Make sure it's nice and tight. Get it right in there. I'm just sucking on it right now just to make sure I'm getting some of that juice to get up into that coil, the rebuildable head base. Screw it back on. Woo! Delicious. And that, my friend, is how you put on the RBA base for the Kanger Subtank Plus. As you can see, it's really simple. Now I want to talk with you guys about some troubleshooting tips with the Kanger Subtank Plus. Alright guys, So here's some troubleshooting tips for the Kanger Subtank Plus. Now keep in mind, the Kanger Subtank Plus is fairly new, so I'm not 100% sure on all the issues that might arise, but here are some quick troubleshooting tips for leaking issues, because I have a feeling that that might be the same thing of what happened with the Kanger Subtank. So if you're noticing that you're having e-liquid coming out of your airflow holes, there's probably two things that are happening. The first thing is we're oversaturating our coils, and don't feel bad, it's happened to me too. Just like the instruction manual says, you really just need to do about 2 to 3, maybe 4 drops. Put your tank back on, let it sit about 30 seconds, and it should be good to go. If you're oversaturating your coil, you got to think, all that excess e-liquid is going to have nowhere else to escape but out your airflow hole. So just simply saturate it, no need to drench your coil. Now, another reason why your Kanger Subtank might be leaking is you gotta remember that the Kanger Subtank is a bottom fill, bottom coil tank, so that means it has a vacuum seal. If your vacuum seal isn't nice and tight, then there's gonna be e-liquid that's gonna leak out. And it might even look like it's leaking out of your airflow hole, but really what it's doing is it's leaking out of that little seam where the base and the tank meet. So you wanna make sure that vacuum seal is nice and tight so there's no e-liquid to escape. Now, if you guys experience any other issues with the Kanger Subtank Plus, I highly encourage you to give us a call and speak with the vape technician. We'll be more than glad to help. Now I want to talk with you guys about why I think the Kanger Subtank Plus is a beast. Alrighty guys, the Kanger Subtank Plus is beastly because the thing is 7 mils of e-liquid, duh. But really, I mean, 7 mils of e-liquid when you have your OCC coil, 7 mils of e-liquid when you have your rebuildable base on there. I mean, you can't beat that with a stick. That's a no-brainer for me. Improved airflow holes, maximum vapor production. Real easy to install the pre-built coil, real easy to build on the pre-built coil, so I really like that factor of it. $38.95 and you get free shipping. Can't beat that with a stick. And yes, my friends, we do offer it for wholesale. So go ahead and give us a call. 877-821-6062 and ask to speak to a smoke-free technology consultant. Well, my fellow Beastians, it's your boy Teddy B reminding you to keep it beast.